Good morning. Today is a picky day. Today I am about 65% and I'm going to give 110. Watch this. All right. First I'm going to have some coffee because coffee is life. I wanted to do my fasting blood sugar this morning. So I didn't really get to share all of my blood sugar stuff with you guys just yet. We're still working on it, and that's amazing. We're still working on it, but I'm waiting to see. While I was at the hospital and while I was at the rehab, so for 1 month, 4 weeks. Yeah, for 4 weeks. That's crazy. I was on no diabetes medicine. What I was on was 1 unit of insulin for every 25 points. I was over 150 at the hospital, and 1 unit of insulin for every 25 points. I was over 200 at the rehab. Sorry. I just literally, I said this was a picky day, and I literally just cut myself. So I'm sorry about that. No, my glasses. Wah. You guys, it's not going to be like this. We're not going to have this kind of day. Murphy, get out of my house. Get out of my life. If your name is Murphy, I love you. That's not it. It's just that Murphy's Law. Murphy and his law needs to get, he needs to get going. So, listen, I love you. Thank you for loving me back. It's whack, man. It's wickety, wickety, wickety whack. I wanted to give a semi-review on this eye cream from, sure. Don't say it. It's from the Dollar Tree, but I'm trying to remember the name of the, begins with a B. At least I think it does. I dropped my glasses, so I can't even. Hold on. Mind my head. I have to get my grabber so I can get my glasses. I'm not allowed to bend over. Oh, goodness. Oh, I hear him. I touched him. Oh, goodness, they're sideways. Oh, no, I dropped him. Yeah, they could be anywhere. Cheese and rice. See? Whenever I ask for help. People think it's swearing when I do it. Oh, my Lord. I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. I don't take the Lord's name in vain. I literally am praying for help. And when I pray for help, that's when it happens. Okay. This is by Bigelow. No. Who makes this? You guys, am I like losing my mind? It's Bolero. Eye shots aren't working as well this time as they did last year. They helped much better. But anyway, this is my review on this eye cream. So I actually like it a lot because it doesn't hurt my eyes. But I have a dry patch here, And what it's doing is just giving temporary relief. It's not making the dry patch go away. It isn't like healing. It's just, I don't know, nourishing, temporary nourishment. So that's my review on it. It doesn't, my eyes are sensitive, so it doesn't like irritate my eyes or anything, so that's good. But I always look for a lotion that's eye sensitive so that I can put it around that dry spot. Great review on these Band-Aids. I don't even know where they came from. This Snoopy Band-Aid is, I put Neosporin on it. Look, I'm not trying to flip anybody off. Do you see that the pad is actually released from that adhesive strip? That's cray-cray. Now I can't find the start. Is this the end? What's the name of today's vlog? Random Nonsense with Jeri. At 10 a.m. on a Friday. Oh, my Lanta, look what I did to my finger. Oh, goodness. I'm having dryness issues. I actually asked my oncologist about my lips yesterday. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I did. And we just chalked it up to... Okay, is there no longer a cut there? Oh, I see it. We just chalked it up to old age. And dryness. Old lady dryness. So. Okay. I'll take random things stuck in Jeri's head for $200, Alex. Who is George Glass? You guys remember that old skit? Who is Jan's imaginary boyfriend? Okay. Let's start over. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so how this vlog is going is how my brain is going. I have 65% energy. I wanted to put in 110%. My husband has 5% energy right now, and I need him to put in 150%, and it's extra. It's not working. So I asked him to go caffeinate himself. I said, go get some caffeine, get some food in you, do your vlog for the day, or upload your vlog for the day, and then come back and maybe we can get together. And I can't look at this room anymore. It's been over a week since I've been home, and we still haven't unpacked all my crap from the rehab. Yesterday we went through it, and we did that thing where I know you're only supposed to touch it once, but when you have mobility issues, I gave you permission to touch it more than once. So what we did yesterday was I sat at the table and I organized, this goes in my room, this goes in the living room, this goes in the bathroom, this that type of thing. And we put the things in the living room that would go in the living room, the bathroom that go in the bathroom. But things that came in here, we just put in a receptacle to come in here. We didn't deal with them since. I saw this really great TikTok that I shared with my husband again. I don't know if you guys watch TikTok. If you're on TikTok, then you know what they're doing is they're having this little thing share your most viral video from 2021. And what's happening is TikTokers that I've watched, some that I've watched before their videos went viral, and some that I've watched since their videos went viral. I've actually found them from their viral videos. But this particular lady I watched since before, and she shared something that I learned. She's neurodivergent. So somebody who has ADHD or on the autism spectrum or has other neurodivergencies, that's what we say. We say they're neurodivergent. So her neurodivergency, she said something I learned with ADHD is don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. And she repeated this as she was cooking. She was, instead of putting it on the counter, put it away. Instead of putting it on the counter, put it in the refrigerator, whatever. So, excuse me. My nose is itchy and I don't want to touch it without tissue because it's itchy. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So, what I was having talked with my husband today was I was looking for medicine, and we had the bucket in here of the things that needed to come in the room, and I was looking for a particular medicine, and I was like, while we're looking for this medicine, let's put this stuff away. And he was not on board. He was not awake yet enough for that. So that's the video that popped in my head instead of, put it away. But I have to not only give myself grace for not being able to do the things that I want when I want, but I have to give my husband grace to not be able to do the things that I want when I want. I know that sounds stupid, but just because he's my legs, it doesn't mean he has to be my legs when I need legs, every moment I need legs. Especially when I need the legs when it's emergent situations. I really can't waste the legs when they're not. It's something that I'm learning. It's something that I'm learning right now, especially. He has his own stuff to deal with. He has his own self to care for before he can actually care for me. But what I'm trying to do is we're trying to come up with a language. So a perfect example is the other night, I told you I only go out in the living room if you can help me come to the bathroom or to the bedroom back to go to the commode. So the other night we're out there and I had a bathroom emergency. And I was saying I had a bathroom emergency. Those were the words. I said, oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom really bad. Will you help me? Will you help me? And then there's something about, I don't know. For me, was like, I would hear that and then, and forgive me, this isn't about judging my husband. I'm not upset with my husband. This is just about how we think differently. And I know that if I had those bathroom emergencies and my sister was here, she would have dropped everything and come to my bathroom aid sort of situation. Because we have that same language, her and I. So Jim and I have a different language. I say bathroom emergency, he kind of shuts down. I don't know if I need to use a different word besides emergency. That could be it. Well, we're learning. So I say I have to hurry up and he goes slower, it seems. And I know that your sense of urgency may make it skewed where it seems like you're going slower, but literally he's going slower. It was faster for me to push myself backwards in my rollator than it was for him to push me. That doesn't even make sense, right? That doesn't even make sense why that should work. But that's what was happening. And I was like, go, Jim, I gotta go. I gotta go. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't make it. I tried to explain to him, I don't know what about my tone of voice or my words or my actions makes you feel like this isn't truly an emergent situation. And obviously I'm not bleeding to death. I'm not having a heart attack. So it's not that type of emergency. But when it comes to bathroom emergencies, look, he doesn't want to have to clean me up. I don't want to have him clean me up. If we can avoid the mess, let's avoid the mess. That's my thought on it. So it's sort of like we have to come up with a language. We have to come up with a way to communicate that he will understand. And I'm working on that. We're working on that. And I know with the particular season of life that we're walking through, we have to kind of work together to come up with that language, because I can't just dictate to him how that language needs to be. He needs to tell me how that language needs to be so he can receive it properly. You need me, sweetie?
No, I was actually going to ask you if you wanted me to make you breakfast or something. It's taking forever for my video to do this thing.
I have to tell you the truth. I'm not hungry. I have no appetite, but I know I need to eat. Did you have something in mind?
Not really. Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs weren't terrible yesterday. I managed to keep them down. As long as they... we could try a seasoning or something if you want, but only if you're up to it. If not, I could just, take an apple, a Norwex apple.
Okay.
But, if you're gonna cook for yourself, yeah,
I might.
Today's Friday, so it's carb day.
Okay.
So, I was actually thinking, maybe gluten-free toast even. Maybe some scrambled eggs with one piece of gluten-free toast.
Okay. We'll see.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Love you. So, together we need to come up with this language. We need to have better communication. And I hope he's willing to work on it when we're able to work on it. What I mean by that is I don't want to work on it when it's, too late. I don't want to wait till it's too late. And I want to be able to have him be open to work on it as well. Of course, I need to be open to work on it as well, too. But a lot of times I feel like maybe we've just been married too long. Maybe he has this, sense about me in his head that is like, if it comes from Jeri, it's received this way. Like, you know, I don't know how to flip that or switch it or change it. There's nothing really that I can do. It's really something he has to work on himself. So, but we've been discussing it because we have to have these communication lines open better. If I'm gonna continue now to really dig deep into the radiation and the chemotherapy and the immunotherapy, and I do have sickness or weakness, there's times where I'm going to have more emergent situations, and I need to kind of feel that sense of security that he understands. Now, I mean, he's gracious enough that if I got sick in bed, he would help me clean it up. That's not what I'm saying. But he also works very early in the morning, and I don't want to have to get sick in bed, or I don't want to get to the point where it's like, I just needed a bucket and not for you to change the sheets. I know that sounds, I don't know. I feel like in a way, it's me trying to control an uncontrollable situation. I'm not trying to control him. I'm not trying to control me. I'm trying to control a situation. And it's hard to get, sometimes it's hard to get any control in an uncontrollable situation. But sometimes if you try, you can control certain aspects. You know, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That sort of situation. So, I just know that how my brain is working today is not good for our communication. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. All of it's not on him. It's definitely 100%. And I admit it constantly. And I'm always apologizing for my part in it. Whenever I realize that my part in it, I always apologize to him. Now, does he ever apologize for his part in it? Occasionally. Usually after tears and I shut down. But it happens. So it's all right. I'll take it. But let's see. Okay. We talked about that. I have on my peanut shirt today from my friend Anita and Aunt Sue. This is the newest one that I got from Torrid. These t-shirts with like longer sleeves are better for the brace. I have these pants that came out of the wash. I've had a lot of like not making it to that toilet fast enough accidents the last week, and I guess that's getting used to like not having a bedpan. It's the sitting up and rollating and putting the brace on and all that stuff. I just can't get there fast enough. So we've been talking. I suggested maybe at night we can actually move the commode right here. Just to help. I won't have to get on the rollator. I will have to put the brace on, but that'll cut some step out of it. So I'm down to like the last pair of pants, and he pulled these out of the dryer because they're capris. He pulled these out of the dryer, and I was like, where's the matching top? He's like, it didn't go in the wash. I was like, oh. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let's put on a cute t-shirt. I like these t-shirts anyway they have longer sleeves than the pajamas. So it's better for the brace. I said that already. I'm sorry, but that's what I was getting to. Forgive the hair. It's growing out. I just need to cut it. I want to shave the sides. My sister does not want me to shave the sides, but guess what? She's not here. Julie, I know you don't watch my videos, but oh, I can't stop thinking about my friend coming to visit in January. Makes me smile. I'm so excited. I realized this morning that I was talking to the surgeon's office yesterday. I don't even know. I did tell you guys. So I had my original follow-up for the surgeon was 6 weeks from my stitch removal. However, my stitch removal was a week late because I ended up being a week in the rehab longer. So my surgery, 2 weeks after my surgery, was the first But I ended up not seeing him till the 8th. So basically, Alexa, January 26th, 2022 is how many weeks away from November 16th, 2021?
5.65 weeks.
So 6 weeks. That can't be right. That can't be right. Did I say November or did I say December? Alexa, how many weeks is it from November 16th, 2021 to January 26th, 2022?
November 16th, 2021 and January 26th, 2022 is the number of days between the time points is 71 days.
That's 10 weeks. I thought so. 10 weeks is too long. Wonder if she could move it up instead of back. I'll ask her. I mean, I know I'm plus size and I know there's a little fracture and everything, but that's too long. Too long. Anyway, I digress. My next infusion is December 30th. I like Thursdays. I just do. Get to go in the morning again because Jim's off. Actually, the next 2 appointments will probably be in the morning because Jim's off. We were talking about going to the follow-up to the surgeon. He's like, are we going to stay over at Sue's? I was like, we can if you want to. However, I'll probably be able to drive home. So, that being said, might not have to do that. He might not have to do the round trip, and both in one day. Because if I'm getting clearance to do whatever back to my life, then, then I won't have, then I won't have, to have him drive home. Oh, so now that my brain is starting to calm down, I think I can talk to you about my little emotional breakdown I had this morning. So the first 3/4 of this vlog was just a get the crap out of my head session, right? So I was talking to Jim this morning, and this isn't a complaint. This is just an observation. Jim is addicted to Mountain Dew. I know. I recognize it. I'm addicted to food myself. When Jim does not have Mountain Dew, Jim is... I don't know how to describe it, honestly. And we talked, and I said... First thing I said was, you were doing really good without the Mountain Dew. Those 7 or so weeks he was off from work, he was doing really good without the Mountain Dew. There was just occasions where he needed to go get one because the caffeine that was in the energy drink really wasn't cutting it, or his brain wasn't really focusing. But he knows it's not good for him, and he can't drink the diet. He just can't. He's tried, just can't. So him not having it has led to a really bad couple of days. Let's just put it that way. I said to him this morning, I said, I don't want to control you. This is not my intention. None of this is my intention. But if you need to have Mountain Dew and you want me to hold it so that you could have it over the course of the week instead of having it all in 3 days, I will help you do that. That being said, when you don't have it, it doesn't just affect you. And I started to cry because it affects everybody around you. His attitude, his energy, his vibe, his whole personality changes when he doesn't have it. And that's why I say addicted, because it reminds me of an addict who hasn't had their drug. And I started to cry this morning, and I said, listen, please don't take this the wrong way. But it's really, really hard to sit here and do all the right things, and do all the exercises, and to eat all the right things, and to fight, and to take the medicines, and to have the side effects, while you're just going to sit there and pour poison in your body and just let yourself go. Not do your physical therapy, not eat properly, not drink properly, not worry about your health. It's like, I can't. I said, either we're both going to care about ourselves, or we're both going to not care about ourselves. Because I can't go through this by myself. I can't do this while you're wasting away. I'm not going to do it. Now, obviously, I don't fight for him. I fight for myself. But it was hopefully like an eye-awakening sort of thing for him. Seems to possibly may have been. I know I mentioned it before, but I was in the rehab and he was on the phone with me and he was just giving me, I want to say giving me crap. He was giving me crap about like that I have ice cream every night at the rehab. They have like little cups of ice cream, and I could have had ice cream for dessert at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I could have had more than one little cup because I was entitled to 60 grams of carbs per meal. So if I would have had a 0 carb dinner, like chicken and broccoli with, grilled chicken with steamed broccoli, I could have had 3 cups of ice cream because they're 20 grams of carbs each, or the sugar-free one was. It was so weird. The regular ice cream was 18 grams of carbs. The sugar-free ice cream was 20. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I did it. I just left it for dessert at night. I would have sugar-free Jell-O for dessert with lunch. I would have fruit with dessert for breakfast. And that's how the routine went. So he would give me crap about having ice cream every night. And I was like, I've had ice cream every night. And he's like, well, when you get home, blah, blah, blah. And he's sitting there eating like rice-a-roni with ground up beef in it. I'm like, really? Is that what you're doing? You're gonna control what goes in my mouth while you're shoveling crap into yours? Come on, And then he did mention to my sister, he's like, well, I don't weigh as much as she does. And I'm like, well, I said to him, because I said that to him, and he's like, well, yeah. He's like, you have to. I was like, dude, you have to worry about your weight too, and your cholesterol, and your high blood pressure, and your borderline diabetes. I said, you talk to me about me when I'm doing all the things. I'm taking blood pressure medicine, and I'm taking diabetes medicine, and I'm controlling my sugars, and I'm doing that stuff. You're not. You're just like doing willy-nilly and, not putting in the effort. So I'm hoping that this next 4 weeks that he's off from work will really be another flip switch. Now, when he started the job after the 7 weeks he had off last time, it was different. It was the new beginnings. It was that new start. It was the uncertainty of what the job will be. It was the uncertainty about how he's going to like it or how well he'll do in it and that type of thing. But now that he's going to go back to work, he's going to know. He's going to know. He's going to know how the job is. He knows what the work entails. He's not going to have that same uncertainty. And if he can get into a place of this caffeinated flavored water is better, or it works as well as Mountain Dew giving me the energy with the coffee in the morning, then yeah. So here's hoping. So I do pray that, or I did pray this morning before I vlogged that I hope that some of the things that I said to him help him to see where I'm coming from and to help him refocus his energy onto healthy living, because I care about him and I love him and he's here. Yes, sir.
Do you want butter on your toast?
Oh, yeah.
Kerrygold.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So pray for him. If you pray for me, pray for Jim too. And I thank God for him every day, and I still, want us to have this like future together, this like grow old and our RV in Yellowstone or whatever, wherever we end up. So I'm not crying, you're crying. But in the meantime, let's try to get through today. Okay? All right. One day at a time, 1 foot forward, one step, just take the next step. Let's try to use all the Fry Life quotes in one sentence. While you're choosing joy, choose joy while you celebrate the little things. Remember to take the next step and do what you think you can't do. And most of all, remember, don't forget to laugh every day. I might have done most of the good ones. Well, they have all the good ones. Her Fight, My Fight's my favorite, but that's another story for another day. But listen, I love you guys. If nobody's told you today, remember that you can always come here and find love, because it's oozing out of every pore of my being. Okay? All right. And listen, as always, we'll see you tomorrow. No, we'll see you next time. I had the Fry Life on my head. And as always, take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I do need the light. I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your blood and pain in your eyes. Alexa, make Jim's room light 100%. Oh, I guess they are. I got some natural light. That helps a little bit, but not too much. So. This did help yesterday. The baby ring light. Oh, my Lanta. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, it's going to be one of those days, right? But it's going to be a good day. Hold on, let me see. That was on all the way. I might have killed the battery yesterday by having it on too long. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, dear ladies and jelly spoons, I come before you to stand behind you to tell you something I know nothing about. There'll be a ladies' meeting for men only, Tuesday, the day after Friday. Admission is free. You could pay at the door. We'll give you a seat. You could sit on the floor. That's really all I remember of it. That was like a little poem my cousins taught me. They taught us a few that summer. I don't know where they came from. Probably their friends at school. They lived in Suffolk County when we were growing up. Anyhow.